Good morning, my lovelies. Welcome back. So today we are talking about the upcoming new moon in Leo. And I'm very excited about this moon because this is the first moon in the reset lunar cycle, meaning we are back in the natural flow. And this is the first new moon that is in the new cycle. So I think this is a very pivotal moon. However, I don't think this is going to be the most intense moon. I mean, of course, it's Leo, it's the home of the sun, it's a fire sign. We have a few really nice aspects here. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be an earth-shattering moon for us. On a personal level, of course, this can be different if you have, a lot of planets conjunct that moon, square that moon, opposing that moon. You might feel this new moon a little more intensely. However, I think for most of us, this is going to be a really beautiful time, a time of celebration also. And yeah, it is a very heart-centered moon. That was the word that came up for me when I looked at the moon and where the moon is. It's basically in the middle of the sign, centered, like I said. It's a moon in 12 degrees, so yes, it's not completely the middle, but you get the idea. We are moving closer to the center. It's in a white trine and sextile with the nodes. The nodes are in 7 degrees at the moment, Aries and Libra. Then also it's in a sextile with Mars and Jupiter. Mars is in 10 degrees of Gemini, Jupiter is in 15 degrees, so the moon is kind of like somewhere in the middle there. So the moon gets a lot of help, the moon is just supported on a very deep fundamental level, I think. So we will feel very supported during this time, energetically. I think we're going to be on a bit of a high. The only thing I would say it's not necessarily a problem, but that can tilt the energies a little bit is the fact that we are about to start Mercury retrograde. But if you've already seen my Mercury retrograde video, then you know that this retrograde is actually not the toughest one we've ever gone through. So I think I would just take this new moon as a big celebration and really center back and come back to myself. A new moon is always a time where we take a moment, look at what is, look at what was, and look at what we want to be and become, and work towards that, like writing down your intentions. It's always a beautiful time to do that on a new moon. And this specifically because we are talking about the sun here, right? This moon is ruled by the sun. Basically, the sun, of course, is in a conjunction with the moon, and there's just so much power here. Like, we're really talking about the heart center, and like living from the heart center, and moving through the world from that place. It's a big reminder. What does it mean for you to live from the heart, truly, deeply, and move forward and move through your life from that place? How do you act when you act from the heart with the intention of the heart? What does that mean for you? And also, like, creative self-expression, I think, is a big topic here. How do you express yourself creatively? What do you create? What do you want to create going forward, moving forward in your life? Think about the heart center, think about your creative self-expression, what you want to create next. Celebrate your life. This is a beautiful time to celebrate your life. And remember, we've just reset, the lunar cycle just reset, so we are starting the engine again, right? We've been stalling quite a bit in the past year. We're starting the engine again. We are ready to move forward. I know we are about to get into Mercury retrograde, but still, you can prepare, right? You can prepare yourself mentally and specifically emotionally, because we're talking about the moon here, for what is to come for you, what you want to create next, because this is also Leo. What do I want to create? What comes out of me? This is the integration of the ego, right? The ego identity, we always look at the ego identity, it's such a negative thing, but this is just part of being a human being. And how can you do this in the most aligned way? Integrating the ego and not looking at it as something negative. You know, the ego helps you to define yourself in this physical reality. If you didn't have that, then everything would just be very Neptunian and very nebulous. So it gives you some definition. How can you utilize that in your life in a positive way, where you can also make a positive impact, not just in your life, but also in the life of others? Because remember, we are talking about Leo, the 5th house. The other side, we have the 11th house, the other, humanity. How does the individual influence humanity? How do you influence humanity? How do you influence the people in your life? So it's a beautiful moon, a celebration of life. And that's how I want to leave you. Celebrate this beautiful new moon. And if you want a personal reading, you can book it by clicking on the link in the description box. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I wish you a beautiful new moon, and I will see you in the next video.